will be the safe lane. RTZ Shadow Fiend. Abed will be the mid Primal Beast. And out they go. Fly leads in with the Stormhammer. Stun coming through from Abed. They've actually got the damage. Fate Beyond might be in trouble here. Zinq as well. There's a lot of AoE. Secondary stun in 10 seconds. That'll be the first blood going to crit. Where he wants it. Manipulating the wave a little bit more. Actually popping the Mango. Might throwing back in. Dispose with the Grave Chill. They'll be Soul Assumption. Stun from the rebound. It's a little bit too late. Actually, the damage just came out too quickly from the side of EG, and Soul Assumption wasn't even cast. It wouldn't have been enough to burst. So I think LGD are thinking about a dive. They will. They connect, rebound through onto the fly. Stun comes out. It's Fin's end. Will connect with the root. Damage as well from Soul Assumption. Has a hasted nothing to say. Going back into the mid lane. There still is an arena. No spear though now for 10. They know the spear is being used. Abed moves in with the pulverize. Razors to follow, and there'll be enough damage between that and the lift. Pulling him closer towards the Shadow Fiend. Three heroes top, rebound in, does catch on the fly. Pretty tanky with some Warcry if we can get it off. Abed's arrived with the Onslaught and the Trample. Fate's Edict actually stopping any damage coming out onto Zinq. Does turn around with the Pulverize. With the Unleash, Nightfall. Gets the kill onto Y off on the side. Still holding on to a Black Hole if he needs it. And Nightfall doesn't have Black Hole for another 90. Might be looking to move in, but Abed's looking for the fight himself actually. Has a regen rune. Hold up. Gun coming through from Crit. Doesn't quite land, but he gets the lift, and now Fate Beyond will just be destroyed. That's your offlane Visage, looking to be quite tanky. And the Maleficus at the last second will find why. He's going to try and get a last hit over onto that Wraith Pack. He will get it done. Grabbed himself 100 gold on the way out. I mean, that was actually prioritizing the right thing there. And really good spell to be stolen by Crit at the moment. Has the rebound actually stunned on flight. Trying to kill the birds. They both go down. They immediate resummon, so they'll be on cooldown for the moment. For the time being, Zinq has used the Unleash, but Pulverize coming through from Abed will connect, save from the magic damage. The Fortune's End Arena catches actually onto Enigma. There is a Black Hole available if he can get it off. Requiem catching onto the rest of the team, fearing him back. Actually, LGD maybe turn around, try and clean up the Aegis. Flips used from the low ground. BKB now from Abed. He's on top of Arme. He needs some assistance from the rest of his team. There's not much they can do against Abed when he's BKB'd. There's a Pulverize in a second as well. Faith Beyond, he slows him down. There's the Black Hole from Nightfall. Collecting on to Faith Beyond, actually picking out, making away a little further. Stunned, immediately catches on Nothing to Say. With the Onslaught coming through as he blinked into it. Stolen Eclipse now. Finishes off the kill. Abed still taking a lot of damage off to the side. Zinq rebounding in. Birds trailing behind. Trying to find the pick. They've got the lift onto Arme. And there's Nightfall. I don't think they realize there's so many people here, but the BKB from Arme, they want to fight. They get the turn from the Mars. And the Enigma will go down inside the arena. RTZ TP's in. Will have a lot of damage. BKB now from Abed. With the Pulverize, all the magical damage being negated, as well as the False Promise. Can Arme survive through this? The Stolen Eclipse, I think the damage is just going to be a little too much. He dies. Trying to wind up the Requiem from RTZ. Will get the fear off. Damage being negated once again, but it's only negating the magical, not the physical, as RTZ goes to work. Abed being held back. Y trying to run away. Fly has another Stormhammer in one. Nothing to say. Will abandon the cause and TP out. Could be a dirty Black Hole here in a moment. Up the high ground. Catching up from first though. Actually blinking in. BKB turnaround from RTZ's gonna have the fear, but the BKB's from Arme as well. And they're just trying to trade. Butterfly on Butterfly. Zinq does have the False Promise committed. There's a Black Hole just on the one, so that will be a dead Marcy. But will continue off towards the river. Abed chasing through, trying to get through onto Faith Beyond. But will be there with the Maleficus as well. Turn around with the damage. Meanwhile, Y does survive. There was a buyback from Crit. He was the one who was caught by the initial initiation. Actually, bottom lane. They found Arme as well. Abed and Fly. And put it in the bottle. Lift. Oh, they found Arme. Pulverize will follow. There's no BKB in time. The follow-up stun. The Stormhammer's there, and he's just not going to get there in time. He didn't even use the BKB. Come in from Zinq. Will use the Unleash. Get the kill over the Crit. That's a dieback. The right click damages onto Faithion. Arteezy winds up the Requiem, does cancel it, just wants to probably use it for the fear. But the side of LGD, it wasn't even necessary. I may actually TP's in. Okay. Black Hole catches onto the two cores. Fly's doing the damage, they find themselves there with the pulverize. Arme's dead once again. Requiem follow up. The Marcy doesn't even have a chance. Stuns, fly back in the opposite direction. And there's GG. LGD call it. They realize they can't fight against this Enigma. The Enigma that was last pick, completely ignored in the draft. So away we go to the mid lane. Nothing to say on his puck. We'll be laning up against Abed on the Ember Spirit. Both mids get to refill their bottles and they'll be back on their way. So jumping forward now for time dilation. Has a level in time lock. He needs some bashes. He can't buy one at the moment, Arteezy. How many times has he hit? That's about 7, 8. Eventually gets the bash. One more right click would get the job done. Fly's trying to cut across. Arteezy duking down the trees. We'll find him there. Creeps might block. One more right click gets the job done. There's the first blood from Arteezy over on the Faith Beyond. And actually, can he get a few more bashes here? No, not quite. Arme back anytime he comes up. And he's actually going to fight underneath the Midnight Pulse here. This is not good for Arme. There'll be a couple of spells tossed underneath the tower and Arme just die. He's jumping forward now from crit. Trying to get onto Y. There's a couple of bolt charges and he's good to go. Bottom lane. Y thrown back in underneath the Midnight Pulse, and the right clicks will probably just get the work done here between the Eidolons and the heroes. Another death on the side of LGD. It's 4-0 now for EG. I'm going to say he's full mana. Needs to be a little bit careful. Crit off to the side. Another onslaught being charged up. This time he might be caught, and I think he probably will. There's the... Oh, he walks away. Still alive. There's a chrono. They have to be careful. Still a chrono. They're looking for Arme. Between Fly and Arteezy, they might have damage. Pops it. Gonna dance. Gonna block him up. He's trying to heal. I think Arteezy's gonna go for it with the right clicks here. In fact, he might not even need the chrono. He's just gonna click him down. Black hole ready. 5 minutes offering. Bring the regen up. What the hell? He shards. Catches with the rebound stun. Throws with the dispose back, and probably just goes down. He's just not getting any value. Doom has been used onto the Ember Spirit. I actually think he used the wrong remnant that time. Deny actually from Arteezy. They don't even get the kill. They keep the perfect streak going, and now Arme is in trouble with all the bashes. He'll die. Actually moving through on to nothing to say. He's getting pretty aggressive. With the chains, kill committed. Stun, onslaught, onto Abed. Crit is getting reasonably low this time. I think he's probably going to die. Actually turns around with the unleash and he's healing up. He'll be perfectly fine. 12-0. Chains. Continue the chase. Crit has a couple more hits if he can get the job done. Feared in with the gaze. And they're just still chasing. I mean, this is... Abed's next to the tier. He's next to the tier 3s. He'll just die with the chains and now he's still chasing onto Y. Slide Fist almost kills him. And he's just waiting. He wants to do it as well. Abed with it. Going through the double kill underneath the tier 3s. Feeling that way soon if this game doesn't turn around for them. Charge coming in from Zincu. Coil is coming on Abed. But now it's over. And all the big team fight ultis are there. To the side of EG. They just cannot fight into this. Crit's still charging forward. Can he try and get the slow from the unleash? Oh! The black hole actually catches the puck with the damage follow-up from Abed. He's actually got a DD rune, so that Sleight of Fist, I think 3 heroes of EG could probably clean up the side of LG at the moment. Smoke will break, but don't catch onto Arteezy. They have any follow-up with the Pulverize and the Chain Frost, they get the job done. They get on the board. That's 1 kill. They know that Faith Beyond's in. They'll see it now, and this is most likely a dead Doom. Doom comes out onto the Marcy. Follow up Malefice, and he's just dead. Doom will go into cooldown. Marcy will walk it off. Will. Misses. Abed's going to walk back in. Shadow Dance being used by Arme. He's got to be careful. There is still a black... Oh, not for another 70 seconds. There is a chrono. If Arteezy can make his way over. Moving forward still. Abed remnanting. Does have another combo in a moment. There it is. Slight change. Charging forward with the rebound. Stun continues. Pulverize. Will trade his life. Will trade his life. Crit for that last kill. Arteezy's on the hunt. He's got a chrono. He'll use it onto Arme. Meanwhile, on the high ground, Fly's got the impetus damage, and it's just too much. They even had a black hole if they needed it. Q does make it away, or does he? There's Eidolons in the mid lane doing a little more damage. Abed, regen rune, smoked, moving forward. White will dispel on it from the high ground as Arme is looking for a kill over onto Fly. I think Enchantress will get caught here, and they're looking forward for more. No coil for 35. Crits, phase booting away. Whip actually walked straight back in. I'm not sure that was the plan. And he'll die, giving a stack over to Arme. Big Chrono now catching onto the 2. Not sure if Arteezy has actually got enough damage to bring him down. This could be a really good fight for the side of LGD. They're actually going to get the kill. It's a 4-0. LGD take the fight they needed from right inside their base to the bottom side. Will they get there in time? Nothing to say. He has gone all forward onto the Marcy. Down she'll go. Arteezy with the time dilation and the bashes will find the puck. So not really the sort of trade you want to take. Ags online. It's actually a DD for Arme. They might want to take this. They're looping forward. Four staff away. Actually doesn't have the mana. The diffusal blades remove the mana. The Doom comes out as well onto the Enigma. Well, Wise used the Chain Frost. It is bouncing around, but moving forward, they'll get the kill onto the Lich, take out the Spire. And all in all, EG will be very happy with that. They still have Black Hole, they still have Chrono. But with the Malefice, I'm going to say, actually just Black Holing on the spot. I think they'll probably get the kill. They will! Nightfall, not messing around at all. Top lane, there's a Chrono. Shadow Dance was used. The ulti for ulti. And I think he's still going to go down here with a couple of choice bashes, impetus damage from Fly, and just be pretty much fearless on the map. Up into the high ground. There is a big Chain Frost. We'll actually get the kill. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Win the Spire, but he's still going to die, and that was just the Aegis on Arteezy. Being BKB now from Nightfall. BKB's been popped from everyone. Rebound from Crit doesn't. Good job done as Boom has his own BKB. I was going to say, on the back line, straight on top of Nightfall. BKB now from Q with the Pulverize. They'll get the damage done onto the Enigma. But Arteezy still left unchecked in the fights. Arme's joined, trying to get the Essence shifts off. I'm almost surprised Arteezy didn't maybe turn around there in that situation. Being so aggressive on him. Oh, he's thinking about now. This was a bridge too far. Wants to try and get the damage done. Fake beyond. Doesn't have a Doom, but there is a Sentinel stop. Leash. Didn't connected. Crit pops the Unleash. Will happily fight up against this Slark with the Unleash, and they'll get the damage done. Arm actually goes down. Pulverize onto the faceless void. Arteezy gets the time walk off. He'll live with the damage coming out from Abed. That's a 4-man smoke from LG. They get in. They get a 2-man stop initiation. They're following up with the Chain Frost. It's going to be 2 deleted for the side of EG. Abed managed to get a turnaround kill. There's the bash. Onto the Ember Spirit. We'll just try and fight for the time being. Crit gives him the bonus movement speed, but I mean, he may have just given his life. Abed's going to BKB and TP out. He will get the job done. Q charging through. Rebound. Gets Crit out of the way as well as Fly. Bottom side. Q has been scanned out. He'll show on the lane. Nightfall blinks in. He's used the BKB. Oh, Black Hole is used and then cancelled. Actually, AoE Doom captured on the side of EG. They were ready for this LGD. They're going to turn around. Faith Beyond's in the middle. They may have been ready, but it didn't work out for them. The AoE Doom's not going to save you here, and Crit, Fly, and Nightfall get the job done. And that was the reveal of the AoE Doom on that bottom lane. It didn't really get the job done. Remning straight forward to the base. Abed, no fear at all. There's a huge Chain Frost. It won't be enough, though, this time to get the burst onto the core. And Wise pretty much used his full load. No Spire again for 15. No Chain Frost for 68. And still on the high ground sits Arteezy. Jumping forward. Just getting the time dilation out. Charge through. Is interrupted from the chains once again. And now the impetus damage, particularly from Fly, will get it done. That's a dead Primal Beast for 60 seconds. The Rax is falling, ranged and melee. thinking about the bottom lane. Will they back up? Actually, Ame looks like he's being caught. He will bounce away. TZ thinking about the chrono. Comes forward again. There it is. He catches him, tries to TP out on Ame, and look at the damage from RTZ. That Slark never stood a chance. Remnant into Hex, actually gonna see. Puck on the side. Use the orb forward and dodges the chrono. Too quick with the fingers. He's in the trees. They see him though. The jump from RTZ. They know he's in the trees, moving further off to the side. Blink again after. Oh, look how fast. Oh, actually the Hex now from Fly. There's multiple Hexes available on this team. They will find the puck. And that's a gem. AoE Doom, now they're in with Ame and Faith Beyond. There's a black hole. It catches on to 3 of them. Can they get the damage besides? I don't know if they have enough with Basis Boy dead. Ame's now just going to work. He's got the Essence Shifts building up. Zinq with the Pulverize. Finds Enchantress. And Crit. He's left all alone. He will die. So Cheese, Refresher, Aegis, Ags, into fight. Worked up, it's just nothing to say without, not in the smoke, but of course he's got the Aegis, so he's baiting. X comes out, gonna look for an initiation, gotta be careful. Charging in, there's the black hole. It'll catch just onto one. I think they'll get the damage done onto the Primal Beast. Actually, Ame dies in the chrono to the south. He buybacks the triple buyback coming out from the side of LGD. And EG will manage to take a huge fight. EP's out. Can they catch any more? Actually jumping back in. Pressure's being used actually. There's another black hole. This might catch them out. They're looking to grab Ame. I think they go for it. There's the Hex. BKB. Black hole. And there's no way that Ame saw that coming. Meanwhile though, Atizi died. Glimmercade from wide. Stun will come out. They'll get out of the range of that that Ice Spire. They will eventually take it down. Will Arteezy buy back here? Maybe. This is the fight for the game. Lich buys back into it. There's the rebound stun from Crit. Disposed back on Zinq. Fly's got the impetus damage trying to come through. BKB from Zinq will eventually get over onto Enchantress. Arteezy's still holding the buyback. Faith Beyond, BKB trying to run back. X following up. Damage will be there from Abed with the Remnants. Charging forward, find another Hex. Forward onto the Doom, and they don't have really anything left. Now Arteezy will buy back. Nothing to say, doing his best to cut the waves, but I'm not sure it will be enough. They've got a wave here. I think Backdoor is already down. Will comes out, but there's the Hex. Nothing to say, he's been caught. That's the first life. Is there a chrono? There is. I think they're just going to dump the chrono on top of that. Yes, they do. There's the chrono. They catch the puck. Aeon Disc actually is assembled and delays itself a little bit of time. Stun is there. Crit actually catches the kill, and onto the tier 4s they go. There's no Ame for 14 seconds. There's no way they can defend against this in time. Crit with the Unleash bursting through. Actually, Backdoor pops in. There's no creeps. 110 on puck though. Ame will spawn. They don't have a black hole for 38, although a Refresher's ready in 5, so technically they have one. Hex catches onto Ame. Shadow Dance. They kill. This is a... There's the refreshed black hole. They catch the Slark, and Arteezy will BKB, and that looks like it will be the game. The creeps are in the base now. Backdoor is down. There's another big ultimate committed with the chrono. And GG's call from LGD, and it's a 2-0 for EG in a little bit of a back and forth game. EG take it. And LGD not where they want to be in this group stage.